Hello, Cambly learners. My name is Jonas, and I am an English teacher here on Cambly. Now, some people say that learning English is hard or difficult. I say that could not be further from the truth. Wait. Some say learning English is difficult or hard. I say that could not be farther from the... You know what? I think that should be today's lesson. The difference between further and farther. So, the first word we will describe or define is further. Further is an adverb that refers to an extension in time or degree. Example of further in a sentence is we need to discuss this further, or I'm going to take this project further. The next word we will define is, you guessed it, farther. Now, farther is also an adverb, and it is used to describe physical distance. An example of farther in a sentence is the store is farther down the street, or I cannot run any farther. Now, there may be some confusion still about the difference between further and farther. Let me explain a little. See, in English, American English, as I am an American English tutor, we tend to use further and farther interchangeably, as in, we use one for the other and the other for one, right? To explain a little further, we use both to describe physical distance, right? Here is an example of this. I'm going to run a little farther down the road, or I'm going to run a little further down the road. Both of these would be considered correct. Now, for the word further, this is used more in a general sense, not just for specific distance. An example of this can be, we need to investigate this matter further. You can think of that as in, we need to investigate this more. So further is used more in a general sense, while farther and further can both be used to describe physical distance. I hope I did clear up some of the differences and how someone would use the words further or farther in a sentence. And always remember, spoken language is different than written language. Now, today's lesson was all about further and farther, where further is an adverb that refers to an extension of time or degree, and farther is also an adverb that is used to refer to physical distance. So, with that being said, do you remember the sentence that confused me in the beginning of this video, which word do you think fits for that sentence? Further or farther? Write your answers in the comments below, and any other sentence using further and farther. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Cambly, Cambly gives you instant access to friendly native English speakers like me. You can take English lessons anytime, anywhere, right from your phone or computer. Schedule your next lesson with me using the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.